How's it going, everybody? Hello from Canada. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than you guys have seen from me before. We're going to be doing a little bit of a product first impressions here, all right? First impressions of Marsblade 01 holders. All right, so if you guys didn't know, Marsblade does have a couple of different holders in their lineup. So one of them is the 01 like I have here, and the other one is the R1. So the R1 is made more for the roller hockey or professional roller hockey to actually be performance based. These ones are made more to feel like you're actually skating on real ice. So that's why I picked them up, because I'm an avid ice hockey player. I'm not much of a roller hockey player, so I figured I would go with something I'm gonna be a little bit more comfortable with, and that is, the 01, to try to make it feel more like real ice. So first impressions so far are pretty good. I just took them out for my first ride, and a few things I want to touch on. All right, so I want to talk about the overall build quality so far, from what I can tell, the speed that I can get, and how easy it is to get that speed. And in addition, I also want to talk about how well they turn and how do they feel. Do they actually feel like you're skating on real ice, or is that just a tagline to sell more product? I'll talk to all about that in just a few moments. So again, this is the first impressions. This is not a full review. A full review will be coming after I've skated on these a little bit more, but for now, this is just my first impressions, how I feel about them right now. So one thing I want to talk about here before we go into the POV and talk a little bit more about how they perform, I want to talk about build quality. So far, the build quality feels fantastic. The holder and kit itself actually feels fantastic. So one thing that Marsblades has that not a lot of other roller companies have, and I don't know if any at all actually, but I'm pretty sure they're the only ones to do this. So they have like a little bit of a rocker system. Most rollerblades that you're going to see are on a fixed holder system, right? So it's just going to all stay in one place the whole time that you're going to be using them. These ones have a little bit of a rocker. So I don't know if you can tell on camera here, but the wheels will actually start to tilt a little bit up and down as we're moving, right? So it's not going to be like you're going to be moving up and down like 5 degrees or 50 degrees at a time, but it does move a little bit, and that does contribute to the feel. So I want to move into the feel right now, and feel of these things is fantastic so far. They really do feel like real ice from the first time that I used them. They actually feel so good that there's been like 5 times where I've gone to stop like I'm on ice. Obviously that opinion may change, but especially if you're on flat ground, whether it's pavement or what have you. Honestly, I took these on some very flat roads and they really did feel like ice. So feel overall very, very good. Build quality very good so far. All right, let's take it past Joey for the speed review. So let's do a little POV shot. Speed that I'm getting out of these things is kind of crazy. So we went down a massive hill earlier and it wasn't really ideal, but at the same time, it was fun and I got a lot of speed. It almost killed me, but I got a lot of speed. So I know I wasn't super in depth with that little speed review there, but honestly, it feels like I can get speed very, very easily. So it doesn't feel like I need to put in a lot of effort to get up to full speed with these things. Really felt like I was able to just get a good solid push every single time, no matter if I go for a full hard stride or if I take a quick little half stride. Cannot complain about the speed aspect so far. We've talked about the build quality, talked about the feel, and we've talked about the speed. Now, how does the turning work? I don't really have a whole lot of footage of me doing it because I was wearing the GoPro on my head most of the time. I can attest that the tight turns with this are very, very good. So one thing that I like to do to, not get too much speed if I can, is to do a little bit of a slalom. But that's one thing I was doing a lot of, and honestly, it felt very, very good. It felt very, very stable. So the same way that the rocker was helping me with speed, it also seems like it was helping me a lot with the turning radius. Also, depending on the size of the wheels that you have, maybe you have bigger wheels or smaller wheels, maybe you don't have the stock Marsblade wheels and you have another set of wheels in there. It's obviously going to contribute to that as well, but the way that the holder is set up with the stock wheels that come with it, it felt really, really nice. So any turn that I did felt really natural, and it felt like I was able to control it very, very well. I cannot compliment these things enough. I don't know if I could give them a perfect 10 out of 10, obviously, for every category, just because, again, first impressions, I haven't used them a whole ton yet, but I will give a full rating in the next video, in my full review. However, so far, so good. I cannot complain at all about these things. I'm very, very happy with how they've turned out. So one thing is, I want to get the full review of these out at some point very, very soon. Obviously, I don't want to make you guys wait too long, but I do want to give these guys a good test run so that way I actually have a proper opinion of how they work. So that may be the next video, or I heard a rumor that there might be a trick shot video coming out very soon as well. Keep your eyes peeled for those, and maybe even there will be something sprinkled in there as well. We got a lot of video ideas coming out very soon, so hopefully you guys will enjoy. All right, and speaking of enjoy, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on the 01 holders. The first impressions seemed pretty good, so hopefully you guys get something a little bit useful out of this one. Again, I will go a little bit more in depth in the full review once I have a better opinion. If you guys did enjoy the content, please do hit that thumbs up. And also, if you are new around here and you did like the content, please do subscribe, hit the bell button if you can. Honestly, even if you don't hit the bell button, it's perfectly fine. And I will catch you guys all in the next video.